Welcome to Shady Canyon in Irvine. Well, not quite, actually. Shady Canyon is behind me, and you'll see some of the homes up on the hills back there, but I actually can't get into Shady Canyon because of the entire community is gated with guards surrounding the entire community. So it's quite a large space, and in the middle there's a golf club, which is all behind gates, so I can't get in there just to record this video. So where I am is actually a place called Bonner Canyon, just a trailhead that goes along the side of Shady Canyon. So Shady Canyon is beside Turtle Rock, and I did a video on that just a couple of weeks ago. And then closer to the 405, that's where Quail Hill is. And even Sand Canyon is a little bit further. So all these neighborhoods, whether it's Sand Canyon or Quail Hill, Turtle Rock, Shady Canyon is really the pièce de résistance. It's the icing on the cake. This is an extremely exclusive neighborhood. Most of the houses were actually built in 2010, and between 2000 and 2010. So it's quite new construction. These homes are not that old. And the neighborhood is exclusive by design. So it was designed that way. As I said, the entire thing is gated. And to give you an idea, the average home price in this neighborhood is $10 million. Now it ranges from a low of about 8 million, if you can believe it, all the way up to about 40 million. So these homes back here are absolutely as exclusive as it gets in the Orange County neighborhood, not including the beach. You know, obviously if you have properties that are right on the beach, those are going to be extremely expensive as well. And Newport Coast is also in that same kind of ballpark. But these neighborhoods are right at the top of the list. Very, very exclusive and very expensive. Now, the interesting thing is that the average price per square foot is actually less than you might expect. It's $1,320 per square foot, which a lot of the other neighborhoods that I've done summaries for, and I have videos for those on my channel, the average per square foot ranges from maybe 500 on the low end, places like Mission Viejo, for example, or Lake Forest, up into the 700, 800. That's like Laguna Niguel. Other parts of Irvine are more like 900 square feet or $900 per square foot, and some are as much as $1,000 per square foot. But 1,300 doesn't sound that big. So how is it possible that you've got these home prices that are $10 million to $40 million? Well, the reality is that these homes are enormous. They're huge. We're talking about properties with living square footage on the low end, maybe 5,000 square feet, which is big in itself, all the way up to 30,000 square feet. So these are absolutely enormous properties. And I would love to be able to take you in there. I would love to go in there myself and just look at some of these properties. But like I said, I can't get in just to record a video like this. So I expect at some point I'll end up having an invitation for one reason or another where I can get into Shady Canyon. And when that happens, I'm going to record another video. But for now, I wanted to give you some basic information, just like I do about all the other neighborhoods that I visit. 1,300 square feet or $1,300 per square foot. So again, you can kind of get an idea of what a home might cost. The problem is, let's say you only need 2,000 square feet to live in. Well, you're not going to find a home that's only 2,000 square feet. These homes are all enormous. So like I said, the range of prices really ranges from 8 million on the low end, and it goes all the way up to $40 million. So these are absolutely institutions. These are enormous properties. And like I said, you can see some of them here behind me. You can't see much. I would love to show you more, but that's what I've got. The average income is lower as well than I was expecting. The average income in Shady Canyon is supposedly $260,000 a year. That seems low, very low to me. I would imagine these people make more, but that's the information that I found online. As well, you've got 60% of these people have either a bachelor or a postgraduate master's or PhD degree. So these are highly educated. These are executives. These are executives of businesses who are highly educated and doing very well in life. So you can imagine crime rate is essentially non-existent. The entire thing is gated. But it is car dependent. You can't walk around. You can't get anywhere. It's about 2 miles from here to get to the 405 and about 9 miles from here to get to John Wayne Airport in Santa Ana. So, but either way, 2 miles to the closest freeway, you need a car. The walkability scores in most of Orange County has some of the best living metrics of any community in the entire country, but the one place where they're consistently low is the walkability, which basically means, can you function without a car? I mean, it means more than that, but that's a big part of it. So there's a lot of places, a lot of more urban environments where you've got public transportation nearby, you've got sidewalks, there's a population density that allows for restaurants nearby and so on, different things that you might need to live your life, grocery store and so on. But these neighborhoods here in Orange County, and especially the exclusive ones like Shady Canyon, you need a car. It takes 2 miles to get to the 405 to really get anywhere. I'm sure there's other amenities that are nearby, but it's not right beside your house. It's not something that you can walk to. Nevertheless, this is just another one of these neighborhoods. These are absolutely gorgeous neighborhoods, and I'm going to be doing a video for the top 50. In fact, I started out listing the top 50 most affluent neighborhoods in Orange County. And since then, I've added more and more because I drive around and I see these different neighborhoods. Like, for example, just on my drive here, I drove past a community entrance for a community called Turtle Ridge. So, of course, you're probably familiar with Turtle Rock, which is a very large, gorgeous community that's right next to Shady Canyon. I did a video on that a couple of weeks ago. But there's another smaller community, which is literally just one development called Turtle Ridge. And so I'm going to add that to the list. And so there's so many of these neat little communities that you as a homeowner or someone who wants to get into real estate or wants to purchase a home, or even if you have a home now and you're thinking about potentially selling it or moving to a different neighborhood, different places for you to consider and see what's available and what's out there to purchase. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you have other communities that you're interested in that you would like to have information on, just a quick video like this one, please put it in the comments below if you're watching this on YouTube, or send me a message if you're watching this on my website, and I'll just keep adding them to the list, and we'll get probably by the time we're done, I'm guessing we'll have 70 or 80 different neighborhoods all documented in one place for all of Orange County. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.